Okay, let's just I'm gonna start off with the dollar index, and this can be a quick review. So yesterday's review, I said I wanted to see dollar index coming to here. I said if the day closes like this, so it was like this yesterday. I said if the day closes like this, I want to see a retracement. But if it doesn't come into that, do you guys remember how I said I'd either enter or look for the play, the daily open? Okay, so the open is 93.23. I didn't take it today. I was just watching price today. I was just watching it today because I didn't see anything clear, even though PA went the way I wanted to. I didn't. So here's the daily open. Okay, so GMT times. This is GMT time. I was initially obviously waiting for it to come above here, so I thought, okay, above the daily open, touch this. We didn't have that. So what did we have? We're gonna move up, right? Took out these stops here. Let me just mark out X with a stop. Okay, run up and break down, broke the slow. So I said, okay, maybe it's just a range, maybe one more run up. It ran up, took out this short-term high, but then break down. As soon as this happened, I thought, okay, this is not gonna go back up there. And any retracement, as long as it stays above this high now. Why this high? Because it took out these stops here, so there's no reason for them to take it back up there, because they took out the stops and broke market structure, so they shouldn't really take it back up there. Now the reason why I was cautious a bit today, because I knew it was FOMC minutes, and whenever we get FOMC NFP days like that, I'm cautious. Okay, but it's gone the way we planned. Now the target is still for the week is 92.70. I mean, we've still got time. I think it can go a lot lower, but minimum target is going towards that. So do you guys remember that from yesterday? So if you couldn't get back up there, just use the daily open strategy. Do you know exactly how I used the weekly open? I used the daily open as well. Open, high, low, close. And when I saw this price action here, I said, okay, it ain't gonna, most likely ain't gonna go. So what does that mean? It means this down move, right? The whole down, this down move is like a breaker, then, isn't it? Pushed up and acting as resistance here. Now, so using this information, I'm still gonna trade the Aussie. Okay, the Aussie is still on. Okay, Euro's pushing to that target now, but I'm looking for pairs that haven't moved that much, that look like they're gonna move, because I am still bullish the Aussie dollar. Okay, so if you look carefully, right, we've got this. So as soon as this candle closed, okay, yesterday's candle closed above this, off of a key level, this is what, a daily bullish order block here. Everyone with me so far? This is daily bullish order block now. So I mean, if you were like happier with wider stops, then that's fine. Then you know the risk should have been below there. That's only 27 ticks, okay. But I was looking for something tighter than that. So then we've got this ugly price action consolidation. It had a rip up during Asia, then back down. What has it done? So this is the bullish daily block. It's taken out these lows here. Okay, we've established that. Now I refine price action like this. When I say I look for like breakers, this, that, the other, this is how I do it. So you see this, I'm going to explain why I think this is so significant. So if I go to 30 minutes, probably better. I'll have to find a larger candle that's more engulfing. So I'll go with this H1 candle here, okay. So at least I cover more of a range with this, okay. Now, why this? Do you remember when I said as soon as this got taken, the charts are posted? I said, and the Aussie dollar live trade example I did, I said, as soon as this broke, that's a breaking market structure, whether it's by a pip or 20 pips. Okay, it just shows interest that it wants to go higher. It's off of a key daily level. Go back to the daily, this daily level here. I explained this already. So price comes down, up, down, takes out these stops, rallies up, takes that out. What's that? That's a breaking market structure. So now we know this, however you want to play this, this is the ultimate invalidation level, okay, at this point. So what caused that breaking market structure? This down candle, right, led to the move up to cause that breaking market structure. Now let's see how this down candle has played as price unfolds. Okay, here it's acted as resistance. for me, it's acting as a pivot now. For refining price action, I'm using this as a pivot. Support, support, support. Now what does it do? It comes into 50% of this, and I had my eye on this ahead of FOMC. I'm watching it. I said, okay, if this gives in, then I'm not really interested. Yes, we can have deeper moves, that's different, okay? But ideally, if it's acting as a pivot so far throughout the week, I want to hold, and obviously the furthest I want to see it go is this, okay? So consolidation environments lead to expansion, okay? So now I think it's taken out these stops now. Come to 50% of this, for me it's gotta take off now. It's now or never. If it does not take off now, then I'm probably gonna cut the idea for the whole week. So ideally stops should not breach this level. Ideally shouldn't do this, but this would be my low point. Now the reason why I wasn't too fussed about it coming deeper, yes, on a H1 a lot of people messaging me, oh, this looks like an inefficient move, thin move, but look carefully, look on the lower time frame. Lower time frame, this is quite efficiently traded. Go to the 5 minute. This is quite efficiently traded. Upwards, up, down, up, down, up, down. There's no thin movement. Okay, so at this point, I'm not really fussed. The way I've learned it, this initially I learned from Chris Laurie, was when there's a thin movement, a really fast thin movement like this. Imagine, forget all these kind of thin movement on the lower time frame. Then he leaves pause in the market, so that's why price usually comes, fills it in. That's how he explains it. So we've done that, we've done what we've got to do, and I've still got the same targets in here, okay? So my invalidation level is below this green box, which comes in at 79.66, okay? I'm still targeting this. Looking at the daily, okay, it's starting to expand now. Now, where did I see this pattern before? It's a similar pattern here, okay? Where it was this down candle here, up, and then tested it and then ripped. So I'm expecting a rip now, okay? So we'll see how this goes. So this is probably the setup I'm looking for most, and I'm looking for gold. Now gold, I know it's a bit messy chart, but if you remember, do you guys remember when I posted this chart on Twitter weeks ago, right? This one here, and then this one here. If you go back on my Twitter, you'll see it. Ideally, I was looking for shorts here earlier. When I was down here, I was looking for shorts. So we've got this price action here. It held, it's pushed up, and from the weekend market review, I said these are my target here, this level. Now, the way it's looking, I think now it could be a bottom. Now, what will confirm that is a move above this, okay? A clean move above this, down, retest the green box. I do not want to see at this point break the green box, okay? And then I'm thinking we're going to push up. Short-term targets will be this gap fill here, so around here, fill that weekend gap that hasn't been filled in. Now, this adds to the Aussie dollar, because if I see more than one major or one of the main pairs confluencing, where when we see it, if you look here carefully, we've got this candlestick here, okay? Resistance, broke above support, now pushed up, then came back down. The down candles that led to the move up, it's come back down into it. At the same time, we had Aussie come into that level I spoke about. So, and this looks like a more impulsive move now. It looks like an impulsive move to me. So when I've got confluence like that, and when I'm looking across the other majors, for example dollar CAD, which is just selling off now, then that gives me more confidence. Now, someone was asking me how do I get board dollar CAD. I still hold the same play. A clean break below this, right? Clean move below this, which would mean these two down candles that led to the move up to check out these stops were breakers. So I'm still looking for that. Ideally, if you can close nicely bearish this market, you know, nicely bearish, then any retest, I'm looking for weakness, I'm looking for down move. So that's what I'm looking for. So Aussie dollar is still my main pair I'm looking at. Let's see what the euro is doing here. Euro's pushing up, but because Aussie dollar has been quiet, this is why I prefer to get in markets that have been quiet. Okay, so I'm already in at the moment, but I'm going to be looking to add more position. So how? So would I get back on board? So I'd say, see these down candles here. Well, see, I'm ignoring this up candle because it's within this down candle, okay? This up candle is within this down candle, so down, 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 down. Okay, that's minimum. Minimum way to get back on board for me would be retest. Now it depends, do we get support exactly off here, it is a level, or do we go deeper? Well, we'll have to see what happens if this unfolds. This is why I use my lower time frame entry strategies to get on board, and then I'll be playing it for target 1 this, but I think personally we're going for this by the end of the week. If I'm looking at a weekly candle, weekly expansion, how much of the weekly candle pippage been? That's about 138, so 159. Yeah, I think we're gonna take our last week's high. That's where the stops will be resting, but we'll see how it goes. So is everyone clear with that? You see, I'm just focused on this and gold for now. I don't care about anything else. Is that clear? So I'm going to stop the recording here and I can take questions.